KnifeDope. More dope. Come and get your fix. What's up, fuckers? Your boy's back with a fresh batch of dope. KnifeDope. That's right, people. The hits don't stop. Now, you might be asking yourself, why are you back so soon? For KnifeDope, you only give us 1 to 2 videos a week. I know. We're working on that. But we're going to go ahead and go over this one, which I teased in the last video. But man, oh man, do I have something to share with my people. This is the newest iteration of the Vosteed Raccoon, which is now utilizing Vosteed's top liner lock, which is essentially a button actuated compression lock, a la the iconic Spyderco Smock. And I will tell you, $70, pardon me, $70 is what this costs. They've got a bunch of different variations to choose from as far as color schemes and whatnot, maybe even handle material. This is by far the best $70 I have spent in the last 2 years. I shit you not. I've owned, I think, two previous iterations of the Raccoon, but man, oh man, is this worth every fucking penny, people. And you know, I'm speaking from a place of experience. I also just bought this one, which is the Hedgehog from Vosteed. Now, why they chose to give us this type of micarta on this more expensive knife versus the micarta they're using on the Raccoon, well, you know, blows my mind. But if you have to choose between either of these, I cannot recommend this goddamn Raccoon enough, man. I'm speechless, blown away. I had thought about doing a video on it, but I'm sure you guys have been hearing about it, so I figured, you know, there was no need to get to that. But now let's get to the important shit. Another transaction via the Facebook sphere. Now, like I mentioned before in the previous video, your boys is heating up. That's right, boy. I'm in them goddamn streets, riding heavy in the Facebook sphere. And we have a swap that took place, a little bit of Swap-a-rooski. Actually, the gentleman's name I think was Michael. Obviously, I'm not going to mention his last name. Seemed like a decent guy. You know, we got along well. And I had one that he wanted. However, I did have to break one of my self-imposed rules. I actually shipped out the TRM Shadow, and this was what I returned. This is what I received in return. And I did break my USA for Chinese dope rule. But let's see what it's about. So without further ado, let's get to the dope. I'm gonna go ahead and put this goddamn Raccoon to use. I tell you, man, I did not think I could really enjoy budget knives the way I used to anymore. But man, has this proven me wrong. It's going in the pocket today, right alongside my my Tonto apparatus. Okay, let's see what we got. Well, one thing I can tell you is Mr. Michael knows how to pack that dope. So he may have worked for a nefarious organization here or there at one point in his life, allegedly. Now, Mr. Michael comes from, I believe it was, where did I ship that to? I don't remember. But you can see here we got a Chaves. Yep, the key to life, baby. The key to happiness. I think the first time I got a Chaves, that was kind of the clickbaity title I went with. Now, here we go. So we've got that nice high-quality presentation due to these high-quality packaging. Now, these are actually OEM by Riot, and this is the RSK09. Now, when this dropped a few months back, when I first saw it, I had actually contemplated getting it. But this version you see here in front of you, I have not seen. I don't think I've ever seen it. Maybe I saw it initially. I think this was a very limited run. Correct me if I'm wrong. But you can see here we've got a gorgeous milling pattern here on the show side of the scale, or rather show side of the knife. This is actually Chaves's new logo, so they no longer go with the key. They've got a skull, some type of skull. Single form of deployment, which is a nice, generous, robust set of tits. Nice stonewash finish on the on these titanium handles. We've got a quarter to half length titanium backspacer. It actually nestles the underside, or rather the heel of the knife. But here's the biggest change we've got. They went back to the old school skull pocket clip where you do not see the hardware. So that was a big plus in my opinion. Let's check it out. Woo! Detent is dialed the fucking. Look at that blade, people. Fantastic drop point apparatus. Not too sure if that is a hollow. No, I think it's a flat. It's a flat grind. Would have loved to have seen that at hollow. These came in, I think, at 355 or 345, something like that. Don't remember exactly, as I didn't buy this. This was done for a swap. I did have to give up my TRM Shadow, but I wanted to do it. Fuck it, you know what I mean? This is what I do. This is my life, people. 7.25 inches is the overall length, so right in my sweet spot. We've got 3.25 in this blade here. M390 is the steel. We got a beautiful machine satin finish on that. Blade stock thickness coming in at 150 thousandths. So she's a little thick hoe. Ergos feels great. We've got 4 inches of handle, so you can definitely get yourself a nice purchase on that. Really digging that milled pattern, man. I love a good milling, you know, on the titanium. I really don't know how I feel when they don't do it on both sides. I mean, I would prefer to have it on both sides, but I have quite a few knives in the collection that's not the case, and I seem to be okay with it in certain situations. Now, it does got a little bit of weight to it. We've got 5 ounces as far as overall weight. This is riding on cage ceramic bearings. Now, it appears to be centered, maybe. Yeah, it's centered. We're going to go with that. Feels great, man. I'm digging it. Not mad at all. Let's go ahead and put up some comparisons quickly to give y'all a better idea on the size of this. Let's go ahead and keep it in the family first. Let's go with the Chaves RSK09 Street, which was actually my very first Chaves knife I ever got. Then we've got the infamous 229 kickstop apparatus, also saying its farewell, and you're gonna have to stay tuned for more on that. So here you see the Chaves RSK09 up against those. Let's do a couple more, shall we? Keeping that same Chinese vibe, we're gonna go with this one, a recent acquisition, which is that Miguron Mayoro, premium version, of course. Then we've got this one of my favorite fucking pickups this year. Another great deal and another wonderful knife by Reich, and that's the Microtech SOCOM Bravo Mini. So here you see the RSK09 up against those. Let's do 2 more. God damn it, 2 more. Quite possibly the best deal you can get right now on a knife. Such high quality, such precision, such a good job by Kubi. And that is the premium version of the Momentum. Big shout out to the OG Sharif Manganis for giving us that design. Last but certainly not least, gotta have some Taichung Taiwan vibes. And we're gonna go with the iconic Sage 5 lightweight rendition, rocking those Parsons Blade Works titanium scales. So you can see that RSK09 is a smaller knife, right in my sweet spot. Like I say, you know, I really do. Small knives matter, people. What do you want me to tell you? I have teased about doing that video, and it is coming at some point. God damn it! But here she goes once again. Take notice of the change of logo. It is also there on the blade. And then we've got M390. You know, is it me, or does it seem to be that, you know, Chaves is only, I can't think of any of his knives that are not in M390. So apparently that's his steel of choice. I would have loved to have seen him maybe give us some Van X. I'm okay with no Magna Cut. I feel Magna Cut has gotten, you know, there are other steels out there that I actually prefer over Magna Cut. Case in point, we're gonna go with S90V, Steel of the Gods, and then also I do not mind some Van X. I don't even mind a well done, properly heat treated 20 CV. Has a higher edge retention, higher toughness. So, anyways, here she goes. Now in the collection, RSK09 Facebook transaction. But more importantly, I want to know what you fuckers think. Do you think this was a good deal? How do you feel about the logo change? Tell me all about it. Love you, mean it. Until the next time, cut something, cut someone. Just don't cut yourself. Stay dangerous, fuckers.